Hey there, my name is Olpai and welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so I thought I'd try and give a little background and explanation for what I'm trying to do here. This is really a platform of self-expression that I can use to get things off my chest that I need to get off my chest. My idea is to find myself because I don't think it's something that I've ever truly found, and I've recently gone on a spiritual journey of sorts, a kind of awakening that I feel like I need to express. I'm always the sort of person that needs to get it out. A thought struck me that making a YouTube channel based around this, so I can sort of talk to you, talk to the camera, talk to myself, it would just be a useful way for me to get my ideas out there of this journey, so I can kind of look back on it and see where I've stumbled, where I've perhaps wasn't as aware as I was later on, and maybe I can look back at it in times where I don't feel like I have hope. To know that there was a part of me that did want to express these things that I needed to express. This is my first video, as you can probably tell. It's not very professional. I'm sitting in the study in my house, and there is literally no background more boring than you can get than this. We've got half a printer here, and you've got a grey set of blinds. It's just a raw way to get my thoughts across. And really, one of the purposes of this channel is I am going through a shift in my thinking, a shift in my being, a shift in just my whole experience of life. And one of the reasons I wanted to put it out there, to try and, through my experience, if I can help anyone, even if it's one person that stumbles across a video that might be struggling or have struggled with the things that I have been struggling with my entire life, I would hope that my journey, my experience, what I have learnt, what I've had to do to change, can give some sense of hope to those that don't feel it necessarily. Some sort of advice that could help potentially anyone out there that's seeking it. So with that said and done, that's kind of my intentions with the channel, but that's really what I want to do now, a kind of video diary type thing. I want to give a little bit of a background now. I want to give a sort of context to who I am and why I've been struggling and what has led me basically to where I am today. So I've suffered with depression and anxiety and all of those fun words for most of my life. It basically led to a point where I just felt like I couldn't function anymore. I had the belief within me, a genuine belief, whether I acknowledged it or not, it was there, that I just could not continue with life. I thought that I wasn't going to make it, basically. I wasn't going to live long enough to see if I could make it, or I just was never going to make it. That was a belief that I had and I struggled with, and it was there for a long time, more than I could even remember. That's just a feeling that I had. There was a big catalyst point for me, which really led me to seek therapy, seek help. In 2018, my father died, which is a horrible thing to happen to anyone, but in the way in which he died was very painful. I mean, it's always painful, but he was losing his mind, basically, kind of dementia, and he had heart issues, and it was all so sudden. It was within a year from summer 2017 to summer 2018. All of these things happened. He was from relatively normal, nothing out of ordinary, to he was dying. He was someone who was leaving this plane of existence, and that was happening over a very quick span of time. It was very hard to be prepared for. In a way, it was a catalyst. It was a catalyst for me to highlight the fact that actually I don't think I can cope. My reality is being shattered. Everything around me is being shattered, and now I have to move on with life. I just have to, but I actually feel like I can't. And that was the kind of spark point for me to seek therapy, to try and understand, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I can't achieve or do or be in life? Why do I feel like I can't live? And that was a really true belief that I had. All of this will be probably and can be explored in other videos. I'm trying to give a deeper context. I'm trying to give a deeper context and awareness of what I'm trying to do here and why I'm trying to do it, why I'm here, why I'm posting videos. So all of this led me to seek therapy, and with the therapy, I also attempted things in my life. I attempted to do the things that I've been putting off. I tried different jobs. I was working in a media agency for a few months, but my anxieties really took over, and I felt like I couldn't do it. And there was something that was deep within me that I had to address in order to progress. And it got to a point where I realized my anxieties are such that I cannot continue with this job, and I know that the only way that I can continue with any job or life is to really look deep within myself and to try and heal and to try to try to try. I hit rock bottom during this period, but it really allowed me to see what I needed to do. Now, everyone's aware of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 crisis that's hitting us all. I would like to talk about that in more detail in another video perhaps. But I decided to make a real effort in trying to get in touch with myself and life just before all the times we were told not to leave our house, all the times we were told not to leave our homes. I almost decided to self-isolate just before we were told to self-isolate. And in a way, I feel like when I made that decision to try and move forward and to do my daily rituals, I feel like I'm coping a lot better with life. I'm coping a lot better with what's happening in the world in terms of COVID-19. And I almost see it, it's a horrible tragedy, don't get me wrong, but it's almost an opportunity now for people to self-reflect and to really understand who they truly are and what they want out of life. I've rambled a lot in this video. I've said a lot of things. I hope that I've expressed what I wanted to express in the right way. I hope when I start turning the camera on that things will get a bit clearer, things will get a bit easier for me to explain. But that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. This is just an introduction video. Like as I said, I've been doing daily rituals. I've been reading a lot of material that I feel like is really informing a new outlook on life for myself. I've been meditating. I've been doing daily exercise and yoga, and these are all things that nurture the mind, body, and spirit that I feel are really, really helping me. But I'm doing a lot better now. This is the beginning of a good relationship with myself, with YouTube, with you. Hopefully this can continue. Hopefully I can do more. I'm probably going to edit the crap out of this because the amount of pauses and mistakes I've made needs to be weeded out. So yeah, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it. If you did get to the end and you feel like you got some value out of it, you're interested in my journey, or if you feel like, you know what, I feel like I can't really deal with life or with things, if it helps you in any way at all, then that would really, really please me, basically, genuinely, sincerely. So yeah, thanks very much, and hopefully it won't be too long till the next one. Thank you.